play bass in the Fruit Tones, and I'm extremely lucky to do so. I guess I make music on my own. I'm with a group of people as well, a band called the Organic Zip, and just recently I've been doing my own thing because of lockdown. A lot of the stuff I've been recording is like kind of more instrumentation, because it's not recorded in a band or live setting. It's recorded all separately. Oh, there's the sun.
What else do they take to?
Well, everyone floods into town, I think, don't they? Everyone, like, obviously people drink in their own areas and stuff, but everyone sort of floods into town, and loads of people practice in town. You're always going to be at the same gigs with like-minded people. That building that Pier Hat's in, the bar, the venue below, Atma above, and then the practice rooms and the studio up top is, like, I would say, the most creative place in the whole city now. You kind of meet by osmosis, I think. Like, you're just around each other so much that you end up being in the same circles all the time. You click with certain people. There's a certain age where you start to get into, like, actually good things, and you start to be a bit more discerning with your taste, I suppose. And then anything like what my parents were listening to and shit. I would say that my favourite band of the last, like, 10 years is Ultimate Painting. I think every record sounds incredible. It hits that sweet spot of, like, Velvet Underground. I mean, it's so Velvet Undergroundy, but still its own thing completely. When you see people that are like your contemporaries and that don't seem that far removed from yourself doing stuff that you think is really great, it kind of empowers you, I guess. It makes you feel like you could do it, even if that's a delusion. You see things that you feel like maybe you could try, and I think you'd go a bit insane if you didn't, you know, if you didn't have a go. And then obviously you get a buzz off it, so you want to carry on. You look at things and you say, I don't know how you do that, but I suppose trial and error, you find out. And then maybe you look at some artwork or a photo or something and you're like, I couldn't do that, but maybe I know someone who can help me do it. And certainly, like, in Manchester, if you're knocking about, there's no shortage of people who are doing stuff that's different, or, you know, an interesting take on something. And then, like, I've put on a few gigs. You bring a band you like in, why not play with them and then put on some other bands you like that you know, and you can help out your mates or whatever as well. Yeah, it kind of just helps each other. I suppose that's what a scene is. When we actually did runs of gigs out of town, that blew my mind. You just meet so many people, and often it's such a flying visit, but then maybe they'll come up and play in Manchester, and you'll go to their gig and meet them again, and you just end up making these like a weird type of a friend, where it's just like you see each other sporadically, but you're just so into your interests click so much that it's like you can ask them. Oh, there's Evie's mate. You meet these people in flying visits, and but your interests are so similar that they come back to Manchester or whatever, or you go back to whatever city they're from, and it's just like clicking back into it. You're all invested in the same thing. Our boy Spanky, B Spanks in Brighton, he was playing at the GULP. Was it the first one?
Yeah, first show.
First GULP launch, yeah. I just knew he was in town and messaged him saying I fancied filming a live session, and he was just like, okay. We just clicked cameras and recorded it, and it's just because, and that all stemmed from, we just met him in Brighton, I guess. We played in his house. And yeah, it's just weird little things like that. It's so easy because everyone wants to do things, and everyone is trying things out and testing things out. I'd never done a live session before. I'd never filmed one. I'd never even thought about it probably until like that week. And then because you've got your mate coming up to play, it's as easy as that, just to be like, do you want to come and try this? It's nice to be around people doing stuff that you enjoy, I suppose. It'd be nice to like make money, or like, well, not even make money, just like be able to live off things you enjoy doing. You can only learn and then make what you think is cool within your means, I guess.
She's lazy. She's lazy. You're lazy.